Yo, I got a message for the Sean Chan. Oh my God. Remember that meme? Oh my God. Is this who we are? Is this what we represent? Oh my God. Somebody go in there right now. This is called the Kennels. They call that shit the Kennels. Somebody get Egwene out of there right now. I ain't got no time to waste. Check my description box for everything you need to know. Let's get into it. I knew it was not going to be a fun stay for Egwene when I saw, I mean, we already knew this, but when I saw that she was getting dragged in by the neck by the Sultan, I was like, oh. Y'all gonna try and get me to cry this episode, I see. That's what it is. So Egwene tries to punch the Sultan, but we quickly learn that any pain a Sultan feels, the Demane feels twice over. So she tries to punch her way out. That's not gonna work because you're gonna feel that, mama. She tried to move the A-Dom and that was not getting off her neck. I think as soon as she touches it, she feels indescribable pain trying to pull on it. It's just a mess. We learned that the Sultan's name is Rena. She believes in cultivating a friendship, and I'm just like, girl, I believe in cultivating my foot up your ass. I believe in cultivating my fist, you know, across a couple of them teeth and knock them holes out. That's what the fuck I believe in cultivating. Don't fucking play with me! Don't play with Egwene! Girl, oh my God. So Egwene doesn't want to tell her name, but Rena uses the A-Dom to hurt her until she does. Egwene, I guess, gets to keep her name. Rena tells Egwene that this is her new home in the kennels. She pets her like a damn dog and puts the A-Dom up on this fucking wall, this hook of death. This hook on the wall is important for the entire episode, obviously. Oh my God, my heart's breaking even think about that shit. Woo, wait until Egwene get out this bitch. Like, y'all are not gonna play with my girl. Anyway. So she puts the A-Dom up on the wall, like I said, and just looks at Egwene and just leaves. And I'd immediately clock that as a trap, I think. And I hope I'm not just saying this just because I'm watching it and I know it's a TV show, but you know what I mean? Like, girl, I don't know why you would, these hoes seem like they got their shit together. So if you putting that shit there just right in front of my face, I feel like it would be something else that I need to be worried about. If I approach it, I feel like I would inevitably eventually try to touch it. If you sitting there in this fucking cell, like, you know, try to find some type of way out of it, maybe slowly or after much thought. But Egwene said, fuck all that shit. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if I can get my ass out of here, bitch. She over here got these bangles on and she got this big ass bangle on, bitch. Let me try and put this hoe on. Either way, Egwene reaches out for it and she's dragged to hell by the power. Vomiting, all kind of shit. She balls up in the corner and looks like she don't even want to go near that shit ever again. And I think that's like such psychological torture to see, you know, the A-Dom right there, knowing that your ass can't touch that shit. Like, it's just absolutely. So Rand is in a dream world with Lanfear. Lanfear looks Lanfear looks good as hell, y'all. Like, I want this entire outfit in my closet right now. I'm so gay. Rand says he can't trust Lanfear anymore, but Lanfear says, girl, I've been protecting you and your dreams from Ishmael. You told your friends that you were dead. That doesn't protect them. Y'all are easier to pick off. Separated, we're gonna turn them hoes to the dark anyway. That's what she was saying. That's really it. That's what Lanfear was saying. Like, girl, what's the tea? Lanfear tries to shake his trust in Moiraine, saying that she's a manipulator, blah, 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 blah. Now, if Rand was as smart as he was hot, I mean, just look at the material, we wouldn't be watching him flail around like this. They got him with all this body on screen. I'm just... So Rand says to Moiraine, if Lanfear, when he gets out of this shit, he says, if Lanfear sees us together, she will kill you. So Rand said he got to go away. And that's, I don't know, Rand always, that's Rand's solution to everything. I'm just going to run. It's like, okay. So Rand asked Moiraine about Logain. He said, you moved him to Kyrene over here so that I would come here, didn't you? And Moiraine was just like, girl, yes, of course I did. I moved him away from the White Tower because if y'all were over there, you would never be able to see him. He would never be able to teach you. But he still leaves Rand still leaves no matter Moraine's pleading. So we gonna see what the hell going on with our favorite white boy, girl. He's so annoying. Oh my god, what's going on? Lanfear, Celine, Lanfear, Moiraine, Celine, Lanfear, Moiraine, Egwene, Matt, it's just like, oh my god, Rand, oh my god. Speaking of somebody that was annoying me just a little bit, but when I say annoying, me, it's just very much a family kind of thing. You know how you can talk shit about your family, but nobody else can. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Unless they really bad. But you that's how I feel about Nynaeve. I'm gonna drag her a little bit, but understand that that's still Nynaeve. That's still that girl. That's still that's a mother. You see what I'm saying? This is a queen. This is a woman. Just like Egwene, this is a woman. So I'm gonna drag my girl, but nobody else can. Just get that in your head. So Nynaeve is bucking up at Elaine because she's nervous and scared. Like, that's really the tea. And Nynaeve don't trust anybody. She's like, girl, we shouldn't be trusting the Aes Sedai. Like, we just got handed over to the Shan-Chan. What's to say this shit's not gonna, something else ain't gonna happen again. But she's really snapping at Elaine, and Elaine's just like, girl, I'm not the one who got us in this situation. Calm the fuck down. I'm trying to help us out. Like, girl, you need to chill the fuck out. They keep arguing, and then the Aes Sedai comes back up. This beautiful black queen, yeah. She comes back up with some weed to chill the girls out. She come back up with some weed, like she come back up with some fucking blunts and shit. She's just like, girl, this not for real, obviously, but she said this is a calming drink, and she's like, I need to talk to y'all. I need to figure out why the hell y'all fucking left the White Tower. Like, what the hell is going on? Y'all all the way over here. So they just cut to the chase and tell her about Liandrin, and we're immediately told it's the Black Aja. Rima kind of just freaks out here, and she says, if that's the tea, then all of our sisters are in danger. And speak of the devil, we see, I mean, so many devils in this scene. Oh my God, 2 devils in the scene. So we see Liandrin chilling with her son, but Lanfear just comes to just spoil the entire show. Liandrin tries to attack, but Lanfear snuffs that shit out like it was nothing, like that shit was a candle. And she says, the first one is free, but if you try it again, I will flay you alive and feed you to your boy. Damn, God damn, sis. Damn, Lanfear, I didn't mean it. I mean, somebody just snuck in the doorway, and I just, blasted off a little fire weave or some shit. Like, I didn't really know it was you, girl. You just popped up on me. You can't really blame me, girl. Like, damn, Lanfear. She said I will flay you alive and feed you to my. Okay, so we gonna skip to the chase, get to the main point. Lanfear tells Liandrin, you hate men, except for one, it seems. Men hurt us, betray us, and still we love them. You swore your oaths to keep him alive, but this is not life. So Liandrin, you doing all this, you giving Nynaeve and them over to the fucking Shan-Chan. You doing swearing oaths to the Dark One, all type of shit. You know what I mean? Just to keep him alive, and it's like this. It's just like, all right. All right, but she says, I know. At this point, Liandrin is shaking in her boots because Lanfear is basically playing with her son's life force at this point, like just and she knows what's about to happen. And so Lanfear says to Liandrin, he's holding you back, the last tie to the girl you used to be, the girl who was beaten and starved and forced to marry before she bled. Jeez, Liandrin, you had a tough ass fucking life. I mean, I guess everybody on this planet got a fucked up ass life, but damn, it's interesting to get these peeks into her origin story. But yeah, now we know why she swore the oaths, but it's just like, girl, they coming for that shit too. It's never worth it, girl. Don't go to the dark side, my mom, but she is. And Liandrin responds to what Lanfear is saying by he's holding you back, blah, blah, blah. She says, I know. So Lanfear says, that's why I'm here to do what you can't. And she just kills her son, and it's just so sad. It's just, oh my gosh, I just remember like the fierceness of that slap that she gave Nynaeve for like, intruding. Just how protective she is, and to know that just that is gone, completely gone. Everybody was acting in this episode, especially towards the end. We'll get to it. But I would like to say that the girls really delivered this emotional ass scene. Y'all ate that up. Lanfear said, you swore your oaths to the dark, not to Ishmael. You can't take them back, but there are many paths to walk through the night. So she's just like, girl, yes, you did swear your oath, but they were not to Ishmael. They were to the dark. So, you're still trapped, but there is a way to walk through the night. I think it's interesting how I just thought of this, like it's kind of paralleling with Egwene, because it's just like you're in the dark, you're trapped, you're enslaved, but maybe there is a way to navigate it, right? Okay, we have this quick scene of Loyal serving the Shan-Chan, and they tell him to sing and call him a gardener, but it's more than that. This is how his race built the homes that they lived in. Like it's more than just a gardener. I think, right? Or I would consider like they're builders. So they're laughing at him, pretending it's not cool. Like, y'all are really sitting here laughing, pretending like what he's doing is not cool as fuck. Like, he's over here singing, you know, making this plant grow right before their eyes. And so at first they, you know, they make fun of him, but then they're kind of gagged. Like, they're like, oh shit. Like, and then at the end they had this disingenuous ass clap and still like come back around to making fun of him. But I'm just like, girl, that's T, like, bitch. Yeah, and that's why y'all have him here, because he's cool. Like, that shit is cool. Stop playing. So the information we get from this scene is that they know where the horn is, apparently, right? They know where Egwene is. She's in the fucking kennels. Loyal says that there is steel underneath that sweet exterior. If anyone can survive it, it's her. And oh God, here we go. Jesus Christ. Here we fucking go. Here we go. We switch to Egwene hitting her Soldom, just like beating the shit out of her. I'm just like, yeah, girl. Even though in my head I'm like, girl, this is not happening. They showed us this shit in the trailer. I'm like, this is gonna be much harder than that. I knew it was gonna be hard. I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be for Miss Mamas. But in real life, she tries to reach out for the picture, and she's pulled back by the one power. Rena tells her a demonic cannot touch any object she believes to be a weapon. And I'm just like, oh my God, they are reaching into your mind. I already knew that, but it's just like, you can't even pretend, like, I can't even be like, yo, I'm just gonna pour this shit. I'm gonna pour this shit out. I still want to hit this bitch with this fucking picture, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pour it out. You can't even think that, you know what I mean? And that's how much power the ADOM has. Like, that's how enslaved they are. It's the brain, it's the thought like, you can't even think about that shit. I'm just like, that would fuck me up for real, because like, at least with physical enslavement, you can be like, bitch, at least let me pretend like I give a shit. Let me pretend like I don't dream about using this fucking picture and beating this bitch over the head every fucking night. Let me at least pretend, pour it out, and that'll be it. She'll leave the room and come back tomorrow and try to torture me then, but at least I'll get her out my face right now. Girl, no, the ADOM said, bitch, you can't even think that shit. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Rena says some creepy, freaky ass shit over here. She says, you really thought all this time that you were a person. Like, it must have been so difficult growing up thinking that you were a person, but this whole time, like, you didn't know you are a demonic instead. And it's just like, there is a very clear difference, obviously, in their culture. Obviously, right? It's slavery we're talking about, but there's a very clear difference between a full person and a demonic, right? Egwene is commanded to pour her Soldom a glass of water. When she tries, she fails again because her mind still sees it as a potential weapon. And Rena says, the strongest demonic are the hardest to break. And she leaves and she says that she will come back tomorrow. That shit fucked me up, girl. I was like, wait. Oh my God. So at this point, if I was enslaved like this, I would be like, okay, I still need to get my ass dragged a little bit more to figure out if there are any loopholes in this shit, if there are anything within the one power that I can reach towards or anything, you know, because you just don't know the extent. She didn't know the extent of the control that the ADOM had over her until, you know, towards the end of the episode, I feel like, or you know, just the process of breaking someone into a demonic. She didn't know how intense that shit was going to be. Neither did we. So Ishmael is visiting Min in the dream world. He says that you could have been rich with your power and instead you're sleeping with fleas, girl. And I always wonder that shit too, because I'm just like, if I could see the future, you know, I'm not gonna be sleeping with fleas. Like, that's just the tea. But maybe Min has reached a point where she don't want to. It seems like it, obviously, because you reached the point where you swear an oath to the Dark One or to the darkness, whatever. She just reached a point where she's just tired of the ability as a whole, and it just is making her life miserable. She just needs it taken away. Fuck the riches, fuck all that shit. So, that's what Ishmael says. She completely skips over that and says, hey, I brought you Matt like you asked, now I want the curse gone. And Ishmael is like, girl, we ain't done yet. And it's always like that, like, girl, you really thought it was gonna be that easy? Anyway, make sure that Matt leaves with Rand and do this last thing, and I promise that I will take your curse away. And at this point, girl, it just, you know, all that the promises, all that shit don't mean shit. The Dark One gonna get the darkness, whatever. The Dark gonna get what the fuck it wants. Ishmael gonna get what he wants. And if that means that you're gonna stay underneath this agreement for the rest of your damn life, and that's just the tea, right? So I thought this part was interesting. that damn Min is caught up. Like, you really don't know who's walking around here as a dark friend. Like, you just don't know. Lan and Alana and them stop at the temple of the Forsaken, and they talk about how powerful the Forsaken were/are compared to the Aes Sedai. They were saying that, girl, some of the things that the Forsaken do or can do, the Aes Sedai can't even fucking conceptualize, because it's like that's the power difference. And we saw that in the way that Leandrin was so fucking afraid or everybody, Moraine, everybody was so afraid of Lanfear. One of my favorite quotes of the episode comes from Alana here. She said, "What we're willing to do changes depending on what we're faced with." So Lan tries to leave here. Later we know it's to try and go see the Amyrlin, but it's stopped, and they want to test if he's a dark friend, because Alana figured out that Lan wanted her to tell him where the Amyrlin seat was. So she's just like, why the fuck do you want to know? What's the tea? If you're sworn to Lanfear, we finna chop your head off. I love how Alana like restrains him here with the one power. That's my girl. That's my girl. So he's just like, girl, they got me. They think they scared down my fucking dark friend. Let me just use the fucking trump card. He's like, we found the Dragon Reborn. I need to tell the Amyrlin Seat what the tea is. And I'm just like, y'all better not touch my husband, y'all. Lan is trying to help y'all. So, but I get it. I understand the apprehension and the fear. But leave my husband alone. We are going to be married in a couple weeks. I really would appreciate you, especially if Moraine gonna keep acting like this. She don't want her man. I'm finna take him. She don't want that man. She don't want that man. I'm finna take that man. So we finna get married here in a couple weeks. I need to make sure y'all keep him all in one piece. Do not play with me. Rand is over here having dreams of all his dead friends, and here come Ishmael saying, this is where you're heading. Men who can channel will lose their minds and eventually kill everyone. And then Lanfear here comes immediately and removes him from the dream world. So this is one thing that I'm just considering. Like, okay, yes, maybe sometimes Lanfear, if we're to believe her, really protects Rand from Ishmael. I'm sure she, has her own motivation. She definitely does. She loves the fucking dragon, whatever. So she has her own thing going on. So maybe sometimes she does. But I cannot put it out of my mind that it is a possibility that she can conjure an image of Ishmael in the dream world. She's a master at the dream world, so she could be conjuring an image of him to be like, yeah, girl, I told you I was protecting you from him, even though that may partially be true. Lanfear tells Rand that she will give him a reason to trust her, a dream he can choose to see anyone. Of course, I feel like Lanfear knows that he's gonna pick Egwene or whatever. So he goes to see Egwene in the dream world. Lanfear takes him, and he sees that she's in the kennels. She's like, what the fuck happened to you? What the hell's going on? But Egwene is so kind of stuck in processing that is this really Rand? Like, is this, I thought you're supposed to be dead. Like, is this really you? Lanfear makes sure that Rand is pissed off just enough, before cutting the connection. Just like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be at the White Tower. So pissed off just enough, cuts the connection. He screams at Lanfear. He wants to know where Egwene is, and she's over here smiling, kicking. She's like, bitch, I got him now. She tells him that Ishmael has her. And Rand says that he would do anything to get her back. She's smiling. She's like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to hear. Ooh, you sick and twisted, Lanfear. Just evil. You hope all you bitches are evil. Egwene tries to get information from the Demane in the next room, but Miss Mamas is completely broken. She keeps on repeating what? Any pain that the Sultan feels, the Demane feels twice over. And Egwene's, holding on to her spirit like, no, we're not Demane. We gotta keep fighting. And, she's like, can you at least tell me where we are? And Miss Mamas in the other room cannot. All right. Her mind is broken. Her body broken, soul broken. It's just done. So that adds another layer of hopelessness to Egwene's situation. We're back with the girls here. The girls. The Aes Sedai is saying, girl, we can't even write this shit down in a letter. You gotta go directly to the Amyrlin Seat about Liandrin and Black Aja and the Dark Friends, all this shit. Like, you gotta go tell her yourself. All right. And both Elaine and Nynaeve are just like, bitch, we ain't leaving here. We are not leaving. They got our girl in there. We are not leaving here without Egwene. You know, the Aes Sedai said, if you want to rescue your friends, we got to figure out how to open this Adom. And I'm just like, okay, we're getting some lore. We're going to get some tea on how it works. And it's just like, bitch, y'all need to sit there for however long y'all need to make sure y'all open this shit up. Egwene, like, it's just, y'all, like, I'm really, oh my God. So Moiraine is trying to write to the Amyrlin seat that she stilled. And she's really pissed. She done wrote 5, 6, 7 letters, bitch. Put them all in the shredder. She just is going through it right now. And she was being so rude and nasty to her nephew. Moiraine, you done pissed me off this entire season. And it's just like, girl, I get it that the one power is gone. You don't know what the fuck to do. Rand is out here running all over the fucking place like a dumbass. Like, I get it that you fucking fucked up. But girl, your nephew was just asking my sandwiches and food and shit. Like, you didn't have to do that shit. She was so rude. And then Moraine's sis is gonna come in there pissed off because it's like, girl, you just told off my son. You just acted like an asshole to my son when he worships you. I worshipped you as father worshipped you. And that's when Moiraine was like, don't you dare. And the sister wasn't done yet. She was just like, girl, you knew that the only thing father wanted was, when he was dying, was you. What was so important that you couldn't hold his hand as he left us, and Moiraine still don't tell her sister. And so that's like the final fucking straw at this point. And I understand it. And you really, as the audience, you understand. It's like, girl, this girl came into my motherfucking house like she really running shit. I haven't seen her for how many fucking years. Won't even tell me the reason why she running all over the place, fucking us up, bringing danger to the fucking city. Then on top of that, she couldn't even be nice to her fucking nephew, girl, to my son. Yeah, you're gonna have to get the fuck out of my fucking house, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Put on that blue cape that you like so much. Put on that motherfucking blue ring, bitch, even though it don't mean shit right now. Put on that blue jewel that you like to keep on your motherfucking forehead and get the fuck out of my house and get the fuck out of the city, okay? And then Moiraine, because she can't be, Moiraine has to be the last one to speak, you know what I mean? Moiraine, because she couldn't just accept that shit and get the fuck out, she gonna pull rank. Moiraine gonna really pull rank after they done been so hospitable to her non-friendly ass. She gonna pull rank talking about, oh, well, actually, girl, I am the elder daughter, and actually, you are here at my good grace, so I can actually take this house if I want to, kick your ass fucking out. And girl, that's when her sister was just like, yup, you have nothing of what made our father good. You are our mother through and through. And so that, I know that shit stung. Especially because when you look in that mirror, Moiraine, I love that alliteration. When you look in that mirror, Moiraine, you're gonna quickly realize that your sister was not lying. That's why you slammed that door like that. So I can't wait. I really want to hear more about their mother. Oh my God. I really want to hear about that. So we go to the Amyrlin. Girl, when I tell you I fucking love this scene, bitch, it gave me, oh my God, bitch. I absolutely love, because I don't know, I love this actress. She's doing a good fucking job. I love the drama of the Amyrlin seat and how fucking sickness she is, and she's fancy ass clothes and she's just taking care of business. She's stamping these fucking letters and shit. So, bitch, I love the scene. So she's sitting in her carriage and they stop. Like we know she's traveling, whatever. She coming back. So they stopped. So she's immediately like, okay, so what the fuck's going on? Then she hears more horses pull up. She hears more people pull up to where they at. And so then she's like, like, what do you see on her face? Like, she's like, okay, what the fuck going on? And when her guards say stop, and these bitches it seem like they still coming, that's when she's like, hell nah. She draws from the one power. She's like, bitch, I'm gonna stay on alert. You bitches ain't gonna catch me slipping, bitch. I'm the motherfucking Amyrlin seat, bitch. Don't play with me, bitch. She pulls from the motherfucking one power and make this cunt crown of like knives and shit, bitch. I got my lie, bitch. What, bitch? Because the shot was so sickening. I was like, bitch, what is that? Like, what is it? I mean, I love that she's embracing one power. I just wanted to know, like, what she was gonna do with that shit, because that crown looked cunt. But then when she turned, I realized them hoes was knives. I was like, yeah. Bitch, don't play with the Amyrlin seat, ho! Don't play with the Amyrlin. Don't play with the Amyrlin, bitch. Like, this shit was so cunt. But when she saw it was just so cunt. It was just so cunt. Like, I loved it. But when she saw that it was Lan, she was just like, oh shit, what's the tea? You know, like, Lan, what's wrong? She put down her knives, and Lan says, we got to talk about Moraine. Like, and Swan's like, what about Moraine? What the hell happened? In this scene, Rand just asked Logain for help. Like, he asked Logain for the weaves that he used to fight the Aes Sedai fight, whatever. Logain was like, bitch, I've been practicing them shits every day, or spent years practicing them shits, so why would I just give it away? And Rand says, girl, you want your life to matter. I know you thought you were gonna change the world as a dragon, but the only way you can do that kind of shit, change the world like that, is through me. So teach me, girl. And so that works. Rand taps into the power. It's a crazy, crazy amount of it. You know, he has to be careful that he won't, or to not burn out. And, you know, he snaps out of it, whatever, stops using it, he lets it go, and then immediately vomits. Like, immediately vomits. And it's so interesting how they don't even talk about the vomiting. Like, Rand vomits, and he just immediately starts sitting down here talking to Logain. Okay. And he makes a good point. He makes a valid point. He's just like, okay, I can touch that much power, but I still clearly need to learn exactly how to use it, and I don't have enough time to do so. But Logain says, girl, it's okay, because with that much power, you can do anything. You ain't got to worry about that shit. You can learn that shit at your own pace, babes, because you can fight anybody. So it's just like, and they sitting over here smiling over the fucking vomit. And it's just like, y'all, can we talk about the fact that shit seemed like my body should not be even, you know, trying to channel at all? Like, can we talk about the vomit on the floor or on the ground? No, we're not. I guess. I don't know. And I'm just like, girl, how do we avoid your ass going crazy because you're the Dragon Reborn and you have to use your fucking powers, but at the same time you're gonna go crazy? Girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. We see that Rand runs into Matt. It's a fun reunion, and my gay ass was like, now kiss. Anyway. So then we're back with the girls, and the Aes Sedai tells the story of how they got the Adom, right? How many sisters were lost, and that the Blue Aja was taken, right? And she's like, okay, that's how we got it. That's how we paid for it. We paid for it with the lives of my sisters. And we switch back to Egwene trying to remove the Adom, but babes, it's just not working. The Sul'dam says that a sister actually at the White Tower made the Adom, so I can't wait to get into why did they make that? What's the tea that happened? Obviously something flipped and changed, because now the Shan Chan got it and they operating like this. So I can't wait to get into what that tea was. Maybe we'll get a flashback or something. I don't know. So Egwene sets this tree on fire with the one power using instruction from the Sul'dam. And I love this scene because I love how the Sul'dam said, I know the tree brings you comfort. But then this same tree, right? I think that's what she's talking about. She told Egwene to reach out to the tree because she knows it brings her comfort, right? And I could be wrong, but I think that's what I heard. But I love what this means because the tree ends up going up in flames. You know, there is no comfort here. You see what I'm saying? But we get to see how excited the Sul'dam gets at Egwene's power, at the demonstration of Egwene's power, the potential, right? She says, this is the power we were meant to wield. Do you feel it? Do you feel the affinity, our affinity? And I think it's important to pay attention to the Sul'dam's emotions here because, you know, especially in a second rewatch, I paid a little bit more attention to the Sul'dam's emotion because I'm really focused on Egwene and what Egwene doing. But I think the Sul'dam, after this experience, after using the one power with Egwene and seeing this tree go up in flames and feeling the power that she has, I think the Sul'dam was like, okay, I can probably use this moment to make her pour the water. She probably really sees me as Sul'dam now. We just had this connection. Hopefully it won't take too much longer to break her. Let's just see if she can pour the shit right now. Now, if I was Egwene, I would be hoping that I could pour this shit fucking too. Like, girl, girl, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? So, but she still can't do it because she's still like, bitch, I'm enslaved and I want to get the fuck out. Like, it's in the back of her mind. And even that is still detectable by the Adom. This enrages the Sul'dam and she's kicking her ass. I think the Sul'dam is extra pissed because she thought it might have worked. And she felt how powerful Egwene was. She's getting impatient. She's like, girl, we just had this connection. You just burned this tree up. Why are you not submitting? Why can you not bend the knee? And it makes me wonder how the hierarchy of power works within the Seanchan. Is anyone treating the Sul'dam like the Sul'dam treat the damane in this society? Are the I mean, I feel like they are in some way, but are the Sul'dam underneath, the same kind of boot that they are using to stamp down the damane? Because I remember them saying that the Sul'dam have to train for years, right, in order to even be a Sul'dam. So who's doing the training? What does the training look like for a Sul'dam? What does it mean what does it mean for a Sul'dam if they fail at doing something? What is the hierarchy looking like in the Seanchan for this Sul'dam to be so invested in Egwene and you know what I mean, ready for her to of course it's important culturally, but I do want to know how they enforce these rules and how they train the Sul'dam and what the consequences are for the Sul'dam, because that could definitely explain why they are so heavy-handed when it comes to the damane or breaking the damane, right? I love this quick little moment here. Nynaeve asked Elaine why she would risk everything for someone that she barely knows, but Elaine says that she's my friend and I haven't had much of those as daughter heir. So this conversation between Mat and Rand, Mat just wants to know where the others are. Rand says, I left them behind. They all think I'm dead. I thought it would protect them, but Mat ends up saying, we are not better off without you. Rand also says, I guess he ain't that dumb. He says, I know that they want me to go to farm to get Egwene. Basically, I know that I'm walking into a trap. But if I don't go, what happens to her then? So Mat says that he's just going to go with Rand and that he will meet Rand at the gate in an hour. And obviously we know that shit did not happen. It's revealed that Min saw Mat kill Rand with that dagger, and she knew the whole time, and she brought him here and set his ass up. Mat reacting to this was so sad. But then I think it's also important to pay attention to what Min says. It's just like, girl, I know it's fucked up that I even attempted to do this, but I am telling you now not to go. And you don't know what this is going to cost me. Like, the fact that I have disobeyed Ishmael, like, you don't know what it's going to cost me. So maybe next episode we'll see what it's going to cost her. And because, I mean, I don't know what happens when you just, even when she asked Ishmael, like, earlier on, and if I don't, like, if I disobey you, then what happens? Ishmael didn't fucking answer. And to me, that shit is scarier than, like, girl, sometimes that should be scarier than knowing what the tea is. So Moraine then apologizes to her nephew. Thank goodness. And you need to apologize to Lan too. You so annoying. You annoying me, Moraine. You annoying me. Her sister then comes in frantically, telling her that the Emerald seat is in the city with 14 Aes Sedai. God damn. And she's demanding an audience with Moraine. And it's just like, okay. That's kind of how Moraine acts, like, oh God, she's in the city. What the fuck? So we switch to the Emerald here, and Leandrin's just like, girl, it's been a minute since we did X, Y, and Z, and last time we did some shit like this, we installed a new king, and Emerald's like, we'll see what the fuck happened. She walking up these stairs, honey. Yes, I'm sorry, like, the Emerald is so sickening. I love it. The Emerald is so much fun. Like, she's just but she just gets my gay ass up. Like, she just gets me excited. All this gown, you know what I mean? Like, her clothes, her fucking crown, like, she just looks good. I'm sorry, like, I just love it. I love it. So Mat ends up not showing, and Rand goes by himself. I wonder how long Rand waited, because if he just waited like for exactly an hour on the dot, I would have been like, damn, let me see if he gonna come. Like, maybe wait an extra 30 minutes. See, but Rand was like, girl, I'm going by myself. And then Lan and Alana catch up with Rand and tell him that they can't let him leave. And I'm just like, oh, here we go. Shit about to hit the fan. So the girls and Rima are trying to figure out how the Tangreal, the Adom, work and how to open it. There's no latch, there are no seams, but they have to be careful channeling because the Damane can sense it and will come for them. So Nynaeve, they're trying to figure this shit out. Nynaeve, of course, doesn't have enough control over the shit, so she blasts a whole lightning bolt basically into the Tangreal and she figures out that it's sick or that it needs to be healed. The only way it can be healed is for it to be put on a woman. Like, she figures something out. But with that big ass blast, even I already knew that they were found. I was like, girl, y'all better prepare to fight or run, because the Shan-Chan are fucking coming, Nynaeve. That wasn't no little ass trickle, bitch. That was a big ass blast. like for real. So the Aes Sedai said, can I trust you, to Nynaeve, to take my ring to the flame? The Shan-Chan want a channeler and I will give them one. Girl, I don't know. Y'all don't have no bunkers or nothing, girl, because I'm not just finna have... Oh no, girl, y'all gonna... I'm just kill me, girl. After I seen what the fuck happened with Egwene, just kill me. Just kill me. And that's what she wanted to happen. Oh my god. Let's keep going. So I love how when the Damane show up in the streets, all the townspeople run and start screaming. They're just like, girl, we already know what's about to happen. We already know what's about to happen, girl. When these bitches show up, people gonna die, buildings gonna come down. It's just gonna be a mess. Like this, the townspeople was out of there, right? So the fight was absolutely fucking insane. She is a yellow Aja, right? So she's healing. She's, taking care of the body, that kind of shit with the one power that she does. So we can see it in how she fights, right? She's giving the Sudan boils or something on their face and just making it extremely painful on their bodies. Like, it's, you see the differences in how like the blue Aja, green Aja, whatever fight versus how someone who's like a healer would fight. Just reverse the shit that you usually be doing to heal people. So it makes her effective, but it's not like she's some battle hardened, you know what I mean, channeler of the one power. But she's still getting it done. She's still doing a goddamn job. But she gets hit with a goddamn arrow, and I'm just like, god damn it. And Nynaeve is like me, like, bitch, goddamn, we gotta go, we gotta help. And Elaine was like, okay, if we do that, we can help one or the other. We can help this new character that we just met in the TV show, or we can help one of the main protagonists of the show. That's it. We can either go down there and fight and probably get captured or fucking killed, or we can follow the plan and hopefully get Egwene the fuck out of there. Now, the water is standing in front of the Aes Sedai at this point, because they both got a little fucked up. As soon as the arrow came in and hit the Aes Sedai, the water got distracted and he got fucking sliced a little bit too. So she was just like, girl, they're coming. It's fine. Just fucking kill me. And he's like, I can't do it. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I get it. I do understand. It's like, God damn, you want me to kill you. But bitch, you gonna have to kill me, girl. Like, for real, bitch. You better take that do not hesitate. I mean, hesitate for a little bit. But he did hesitate for a little bit, and that's the reason why she got, not the reason, but it didn't help her situation because she was collared. But goddamn, swing that fucking sword and take my head off. Do not let these fucking crazy bitches, do not let the Shan-Chan fucking take me, bitch. Are you serious? But it's too late. It's too late. They acted too slowly. He is killed before he can kill her. Jeez. I think this actress's name is Nyokabi Genthaiga. I just wanted to say she performed the fuck. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? That's what I call an actress. She performed the hell out of this goddamn shit. Like, as soon as her love or her warder, sometimes same shit, right? As soon as her warder died, bitch, the way she used the one power to twist that body up. Oh my God. And that person was alive for a minute, getting twisted the fuck up. That shit must have been hell. All right. And the way that the Aes Sedai screamed, right, while doing this shit, I was just like, yeah, get that bitch. That's the last bitch you gonna ever get in your life, mama, because they call it the fuck out of you. But get that bitch. And she did, and you felt it. Oh, I loved it. I thought this was a great parallel to the scenes that we got with Egwene, that the right before she breaks, right? Because Egwene's scenes were happening simultaneously and worked well to show why the Yellow Aja was so distraught at having been collared. I mean, obviously it's slavery, so who wouldn't be distraught at this point? But just to see what Egwene is going through really hammers home what the Yellow Aja expects to go through and why she's so fucked up about it, and why she, like, that shit was so very smart of the show to do it, to show these scenes at the same time where Egwene is commanded to pour the water. She can't. Multiple times she can't. So the Sultan puts her on the hook of death and just watches her flail and suffer. I was like, oh my God. And just would not stop, would not pick her up off that shit until she was done with her speech. I mean, Egwene's eyes rolling in the back of her head. She bleeding, just struggling to breathe. And the Suldam, just no pity behind the eyes, like the episode title says. She says, girl, you're not getting out of here. Let's get this through your head, Egwene. You're not getting out of here. Nothing exists outside for you. Your world is this pitcher in my empty cup. All right? That's it. And at that point, because Egwene, it seemed like Egwene literally flails and gurgles until she stops moving and is just swinging and hanging, right? And so it's like she fucking died. I mean, obviously she was unconscious, but that shit would feel like a death. I'm sorry, like that shit feels like you just fucking died. The Suldam basically brings you fucking back to life, or just brings her back to consciousness. It just lets that fucking shit relax around her neck and says, all right, now, you know, hopefully now you'll be able to pour this fucking glass. And she does it. She's finally able to even touch the pitcher. And she pours the glass. The Suldam pours it out and says, good girl. But she rushes to drink that shit. Egwene drinking straight from the pitcher. And then after that, she lets out this like heart-wrenching, heartbreaking, you know what I mean, bone-crushing scream, this wail, this weeping. I mean, and it just strikes at the core of me, girl. Like, I was like, my sister is fucked up. Like, y'all done fucked up, okay? And then the blue, we see that who's next to her, who she was trying to talk to, was this Blue Aja, right? The channeler in the next cell over is a Blue Aja, Blue Aes Sedai. And she was like, girl, don't cry. She was like, girl, don't cry. You lasted longer than I fucking did. You lasted longer than I did. And I was a sitter of the Blue Aja. So it's like, as terrible and torturous and horrific as that experience was, you lasted longer. You survived longer in it than an Aes Sedai, than somebody who's already been through all that shit in the White Tower that you were supposed to go through. Like, you did that shit. So, you know, it's hell, but you ate it up. Now, I don't know if we were supposed to think that Egwene heard that. Like, I don't know, like, heard the Blue Aja. Were we supposed to think that that Egwene heard the Blue Aja say that she survived longer than a fucking Aes Sedai in that shit? Because it seemed like once she did, it gave her resolve, and she looked into the camera, which is why it's the fucking thumbnail of my video, and she was just like, bitch, I got something for y'all ass. It's like, this face looks like, bitch, I got something for y'all fucked up asses. I got something for y'all ass. I don't care how long it take me to do this shit. I don't care how long I gotta, you know what I mean, maneuver and navigate this shit. I got something for y'all ass. So, I don't know, girl. This shit had me in shambles. Shambles. I was like, Egwene don't deserve this shit. How is Rand the fucking dragon reborn? He right here fucking Lanfear and skating all around the city and, you know what I mean, going to dream worlds, and bitch, Egwene ain't even a fucking dragon. She about to be dead. She tortured in a fucking cell, bitch. Rand over here fucking Lanfear and visiting me with your fucking side piece, bitch. Get the fuck out of my, if I was Egwene, bitch, you visited me with your goddamn side piece after you told us you was fucking dead, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. What I want to happen is that Egwene just sees how to channel when she's working for slaving for the Shan-Chan. She sees they weave, she sees all this shit, and she learns what she needs to learn. And so that when she gets out, when the girls save her, she's ready to torture some bitches. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's not when they go low, we go high. None of that bullshit. I hate that fucking saying. Oh, it's so stupid. Bitch, when they go low, when they bring me to the kennels, I bring them straight to hell. I bring them to Armageddon. Bitch, if I have survived this shit longer than the fucking Aes Sedai, bitch, when I get out of this hole, I'm finna use the power to tear your body apart atom by atom slowly over the course of 2 months, bitch, while you're sitting in the chair bleeding out, bitch. Don't play with me. You're not gonna have a fast death for fucking with Egwene. Bitch, I'm ready to fight. I was ready to fight the fucking TV, y'all. Like, I was ready to oh, free Egwene. Free Egwene. My spirit can't handle much more of this shit. Free Egwene. By the end of next episode, she need to be free. Oh my God. Do not make me wait for the finale for this shit, bitch. Free her! Free Egwene! Anyway, before this video turns into an hour love y'all so much. Thank you so much for checking out all my content. I will be here at the same time next week to review the next episode. Make sure you stay tuned in, and I'll check y'all out later. Peace.